Welcome to this fundraising brief giving a quick overview of why it's important that you understand your donors and supporters. Understanding who supports you, and just importantly, who doesn't support you, is one of the most important stages in developing your fundraising strategy. Without understanding who supports you and why, you cannot develop fundraising tools and activities to retain and grow their support, whilst also recruiting new supporters. Think not just about individual supporters and public donations, but also of businesses and grant funders who may be interested in supporting the work you do. Without understanding their motivations to support you, you cannot hope to create a compelling case for support and communicate effectively with those audiences. You can start by thinking of supporters as different stakeholder groups and think not just in terms of financial support, but other resources they can provide for your organisation. As part of your fundraising strategy, you should be starting to think about each of the groups or individuals engaging with your service and how you can create a compelling story to attract and retain their support. And remember that often whilst an individual fits into one of these categories, they may overlap too. For example, when I was an employee of Dove House Hospice, I was also a customer, a volunteer, a lottery member, a fundraiser, and family of a service user. In all of these roles, I had slightly different motivations for wanting to offer my support. So understanding motivations is a really important part of building support for your service. Looking purely at support and donations from the public, here are just a few of the most common reasons for supporting you. Again, when I was at the hospice, my motivation changed from wanting a bargain as a customer of their charity shops to becoming an employee because I shared the ideals and values of the organisation. I volunteered for them because I wanted to help my community, and I joined the lottery because I wanted to win. Ultimately, I still support them because I've personally been affected by the amazing services they offer. You need to develop clear messages to communicate with your supporters based on their motivations to give. It's even more important to do this when communicating with funders who are giving you larger donations, possibly on a regular basis. Why? Because ultimately you want to retain and grow their support, taking them through the stages of the donor journey. A one-off donation may be easy to achieve, but once you have that support, you need to nurture it and move it to become a repeat and regular donation. Legacy donations are potentially worth thousands of pounds for your group, as our funders will regularly give you grant funding or corporate donations because they understand the support and the work you're doing. Don't forget to say thank you too. This was my favourite part of the week when I worked for Dove House Hospice. I got to ring supporters to say thank you for being a member of the weekly lottery. It was also an opportunity to find out more about their motivations for supporting the hospice, and many would offer more support too, inquiring about volunteering or fundraising for the charity. Supporters were often surprised to receive the thank you, as many of the causes they supported never did it. Remember, it's more expensive to you already have, so investing and developing in your supporters makes good financial sense. Thank you for listening, and please take a look at the website for more support with your fundraising activities.